and welcome to Avid Esports TV. My name's Avid Ginge and welcome to another video from the media team here at Avid. Today we're going to bring you a question and answer session with our admin Avid Dan, who's also the head of our media team. So we're going to get right down to it, watching the gameplay of him playing League play. I think he pulls off 60 kills in the end on this. So first of all, who are you, Avid Dan?
Hi, my name's Dan. I'm 21 years old and I study computer science at Lancaster University, and I'm in my third year and will be going on to do my masters next year, hopefully.
So what do you do in real life other than uni? Do you have a job? Do you work?
Well, I've just starting a placement within the university for 8 weeks before I go to Las Vegas for my 21st birthday. So I'm looking forward to that with my best
Oh, that
mate.
should be great, man. So let's talk about gaming now, seeing as that's what we're actually watching now. How long have you been into competitive gaming?
I started competitive gaming at the end of Black Ops 1 and the beginning of Modern Warfare 3. I joined a clan that was called BHV, where I met the current owner of Avid here, as well, along with Psychic, Mysterio, Nelson, Dread, Onimusha Link, and I think that was it. And then I went on to set up a clan called Dark Fusion. It was originally called Dark Fusion Gaming before it then became Dark Fusion Esports. And I set that up with Lee, DF Red Dwarf. He no longer plays with us. But I set it up with him before then moving on to set up Avid Esports with myself here and XL Dread. And here I am, part of Avid still, after about, must be, don't know how long now, but quite a while, over 6 months being an Avid.
Yeah, well, we set up at the end of 2012, didn't we, Dan, in around September, so it's approaching a year now.
Yeah, so looking forward to the long and successful future, hopefully.
Definitely. So, when you began in competitive gaming, what role did you play, and do you still play that role now?
When I started playing competitive gaming, I was originally an SMG player, but when I then switched, started playing competitive properly, I became an AR player, and since then I haven't looked back. If you see my SMG skills, they are terrible, although this gameplay does differ a bit, although the people we were playing weren't very good.
Well, you can always count on them giving you good gameplay, so how can you complain?
Yeah.
So as an AR these days, what do you prefer to play? I know a lot of controversy goes on these days about the FAL being banned in the WGL recently, which was a very popular gun. What gun do you like to use and what perks do you like to couple it with?
I switch between either an M8A1, which I use with a reflex and stock, and I run either lightweight or flat jacket, always toughness, and dexterity with either extreme conditioning or tactical max, depending on what the opposition use. And my other class I mainly use is a AN94, and I use that with a red dot and stock again. I think the stock's essential, and I don't like the iron sights on the AN94, and I use the same perks as well. I also like to use trophy systems as well, and I use Hellstorm, Lightning, and Stealth Chopper as my streaks. In the S&D game mode, you'll see me bring out the DSR-50 with the ballistics and thermal sight, and I used to be pretty terrible with a sniper, but I've definitely got a lot better since this game came out.
So do you use different weapons in different scenarios? For example, would you prefer to use the AN94 in a hardpoint game where it gives you a bit more versatility with a high fire rate?
I mean, my main role within teams, I play as an anchor, so I do prefer the M8A1, but as well, this is going to sound kind of stupid. It depends on the opposition, like how fucking spongy they are. And like obviously the M8A1 can be quite an inconsistent gun, so that's a bit a factor online anyway of what kind of gun I use. But I do prefer the M8A1. It seems a very consistent gun. I did use the FL in the past, but not sort of religiously compared to some people. I knew it was going to be banned in the future, and it's a very it's a gun that makes crap players look good.
Yeah, that it is. So now that we've talked about you as a player, how do you like to complement your gaming? Do you use a SCUF controller? What headset do you use? Tell us more about that.
Well, I use a Xbox 360 Elite. So it's, just before they brought out the Slimline, I used a SCUF FBS competition, with just the paddles, and I use a White Dome PS3 stick, and it's a wide one. I use a 22-inch LG monitor, and I have a set of Triton trigger headset. I'm looking to invest in a better headset once the new generation game consoles come out.
And let me tell you, his team is also looking forward to that upgrade, as Triton triggers are, well, let's be honest, terrible. So, now we've talked about you as a gamer, we talked about the tech you use, and we talked about the organisation as a whole. That's about it from Avid Dan. That's who he is, and we hope you enjoyed meeting him. Now let's just go over this gameplay. Tell us again how you pulled it off, and what you actually achieved.
Well, I started off very poor, but once I hit about 3 minutes, I started doing really well. I was using the MP7 with, I think it was 4 Griffin long barrel, maybe quick draw, and I basically just go to work. I mean, I don't know if you saw earlier on, I went on like a 10 rampage kill streak.
That was a dirty streak.
Destroyed everything and anyone, and my team did a bit of work, but I was playing SMG objective. Because I find like a map like Hijack, it's probably the only map I don't really use an AR on due to like the close quarters. And I like to use a trophy system as well, because you seem to get spammed with every kind of nade possible.
Well, how couldn't you be? I mean, it's so easy to spawn and double tactical on nade that middle hard point. It's just, like, you can pick up so many easy quads and triples just by one nade, so that trophy system will come in handy. As much as I hate them as an SMG objective, as I'm running at stuff, chucking my concussion, I'm often caught midway through chucking my concussion, I die, because a trophy system blows it up anyway, so I've just died for no reason. So I hate them particularly. Yeah,
I think it's probably the main reason competitive these days is like stuns and that are quite overpowered, probably the reason why trophy systems haven't been banned. But that's the reason I use them anyway.
Do you think it's justified that we use trophy systems still, or do you think we should go back to the olden days where it was simply no score streaks and it was you and your gun concussing everyone when it was necessary?
I think I've learned to accept score streaks, but I would like to see them get in the future, maybe go again.
Well, that was a gameplay from Avid Dan. We hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot about the admins. We're going to do a lot more in this series. We're going to include myself and a couple more of the admins, including the owner. So please stay tuned for that, and we hope you enjoyed it. See you later, guys.